into it. What do we want to do this morning? I'll be walking you through the installation process. You will see how and where to download the particular relational database management systems. Okay, because the relational database management system is what helps us manage the database itself. And consider it the UI of the database, something you can relate to, something that gives you the platform, the opportunity to relate. Okay, so and the one we'll be using is Postgres. Okay, Postgres is the database, and we'll be using the relational database management system, which is pgAdmin. All right, let's see how we get it done. Now, one thing you should know is do not worry too much if you don't have pgAdmin. Walk through the installation process, and if at some point, okay, you've learned MySQL before, or it's Microsoft SQL Server you use, don't worry. Along the way, I'll make sure that in some cases, when the syntax are different, see, they're all SQL queries, okay, and they are similar. So when we're writing the query, or in quotes now, code, okay, they are just slight difference based on one software to another, or based on one database to another. So most times the majority of the queries or codes are similar. Okay, for example, you're using BigQuery. So we'll see at some point we'll explore the common differences, okay, so that even if you're not using Postgres or pgAdmin, you can still follow through or even gain more value from the video or learn a lot. However, I'll still recommend you download Postgres or pgAdmin. All right. Why? Well, pgAdmin gives us the ACID property. Of course, I'm not saying it's just pgAdmin that does that, but let's just leave all of that. In this video, I'll be using pgAdmin. All right. So how do it? You just like open your browser, any browser of your choice, and then you type Postgres download. Make sure you click on download. Postgres download, like that. Not documentation, not search, not these. Okay, Postgres download. All right. And of course, you should be connected to the internet. Okay. Now, the first link, of course, says postgres.org, then download. So click on this, or you can just click on the window install directly. Now, based on your operating system, you click the particular one. If you're on Linux, you click on Linux. If you're on Mac, you click on Mac OS. Okay, I'll go back. I'm on Mac OS. If you're on Windows, you click on Windows, BSD, Solaris. Now, I'll click on this. I've clicked that is for Windows now. So, most times people scroll down and then they'll come here and try to download from this place, or they look for things elsewhere. The tricky part of it is, or they even go to somewhere else entirely to download it, and they'll find it different or strange, or different issue arises along the way. However, in this case, once you get there, this is where you click. By the way, I'll be leaving the link to this download, this direct download, not this place. Let me click this place now. You see, download the installer. Download the installer. Make sure that's what you click on. So we click on that. Right. So I'll be leaving a link to this particular page, because this is where you have all versions as well. Linux, it's 64-bit for Mac OS and for Windows. Okay, so this is what we have. And if you're on Linux, you pick any of this. If you're on Mac, you click on this button. But I'm currently on Windows, so if you're using 32-bit Windows, sorry, this does not support it. Okay, even way lower version doesn't support it. So Of course, you should. Well, that would be a big assumption to make that you're probably running a 64-bit Windows, but yeah, it's logical as well, considering the fact that with the Microsoft, doing a lot of new things now, upgrades, you're moving to Windows 11 and all the like. So yeah. So for Windows, you click on this place. Make sure this is the button you're clicking on, this particular button. That's where you click, and I'll click mine, and download will start. So just wait. And you see, the download has started. It is not that much. Okay. So I'll just leave it. I won't want to waste time, so just let it download. When it's done downloading, I'll let you know. So let's hold on right there. All right, now the download is done. If you're on, let's say, Chrome, you should see a download icon showing down here, an arrow pointing downwards. You can just click it. Or generally, for whatever browser you're using, you can use Ctrl J to open the download folder or the download tab. Of course, Microsoft is not in the full download tab, but I can see what I downloaded right here. Okay. All we need to do now is now if you're on a particular browser, you can see the option to run it directly. You see the option to run it directly, or you see it's usually maybe, let's say, an arrow, or you see open file, you see something like that. So this is it for me, open file. So if I click on it, this can launch immediately. Okay, however, I'll show you both ways. So I'll do Ctrl J to open it. You can see the arrow pointing downwards, shows all your download. If you have it, I'll show you. You can see. If you have it already, you can just click it and then you see this. So you always see a folder icon by the side and an icon to launch it. It could be an arrow pointing upwards or forwards, depends on your browser. Okay, or you see it written like this as open file. Okay, so how do you get into the folder? So I'll click on this folder to open it. So if I click on it, it pops this up and then it opens my folder. Okay, so this is what I just downloaded. You can set the time, today's date, and this is the download 18.3.3. Now if you're using older version as well, I recommend you still go through the installation process so you have the latest version, so we don't have difference in interface, because over time the interface changed, right? The interface changed, so you might want to really download this latest version along with me. Okay, by the way, I have an existing version as well, which is 18.2, but this is 18.3. So this is what I'll be installing. So this is one way to open or to see the file you downloaded. And all you have to do is double click it to launch for installation. So you can double click it from here to launch for installation, or you just do again, double click, or directly from your browser. Click on open file. When you click on open file, you just have to wait. Okay, once you click on it once, it's probably started. So just fast forward till the installation pops up. Okay, all right there. So we see this. I will click yes. It is a very simple and easy to install software tool, right? Well, I have clicked on it before. That was because I clicked it and wait for the one I clicked to come on. All right, so right there, if you can't see it, just go down to your taskbar. You should find it there, even if it doesn't stay on your screen. Okay, so what do? You click on next. Now sometimes there are some issues that come with it, so I'll do my best to mention the likely issues during installation and after installation. Okay, so you do not have any challenge getting this installed on your computer or on your machine. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is to uncheck the stack builder. Who will not be using it? Okay, so uncheck the stack builder and you click on next. Click on next again. It says an existing folder has been found. This directory and its configuration. This directory, excuse me, this directory and its configuration will be used for installation. And yes, so because I want it to be more like an upgrade, okay. But if you don't have it at all, you just follow the processes. Just click on next and next and next. Make sure you uncheck stack builder, okay. Then it's beginning, and I'll just wait. Now for you, okay, ensure the server is shut down before proceeding. All right, so quickly I'll go. All right, it's installing already. I wanted to shut it down from the taskbar already, but it's already installing. Now for you, if it's your first time installing, now you'll probably get prompts on the folder location. All you have to do, see, the only thing you will change during your installation process, or the only time you have to put in something manually, I would advise you keep every other settings default. Make sure you uncheck stack builder, and the only thing you will put manually will be your password. Because at some point it will ask you for a password, and that password is very important. Okay, make sure it's a password you can easily remember. Make sure it's a password you don't or you won't forget. Okay, so every other thing, the port number, the okay, I basically did not keep everything in my head, but all of those stages, make sure you do not alter anything. Again, do not alter anything. Okay, if along the way you have a challenge installing it, and I don't mention, I didn't happen to cover all the one of the cases for you or in your own experience, do not leave a comment, ask questions, and you will get answers. Okay, so not to waste time and see it's staring all of this, it could be faster for you if you're doing a fresh installation. So just let it be. When it's done, we'll come back to it. Now when it's done, you probably see, I think it should be a close. Okay, I'll show you when it's done. Right, if once it's done, what you probably see is finish. And when you see finish, you just have to click it and everything discards. Okay, so what do we do now to confirm that the installation is or was successful? You hit Windows on your button or Mac or your Finder. You go to your Finder if you're on if you're on Mac. Okay, all right, and how do we do that? So I'm on Windows. I'll just click on Windows and I pgAdmin, and I should see pgAdmin. Now, if you're on Windows 10, you probably see something like pgAdmin documentation. Do not open pgAdmin documentation. Open pgAdmin 4. So whether you're on Finder or wherever it is, you should be able to see this. And once you see it, that means it is installed. pgAdmin 4. So you can pin to taskbar or pin to start, whatever works for you. But not, we'll not be opening it at all in this video.